They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, front five, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Carr to throw again. Able to shake him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. From the gun, it's Carr. And that'll be checked down to Drake. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Now Lawrence on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jags are on the board first here in Vegas. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jaguars 7, Raiders nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 24. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Heavy. You got tight.
On first down, Carr flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It leads to second and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10.
The greatest show on earth, baby.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And bulldozing his way through. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And this goes out wide for Drake. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Carr now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our score here this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass, that maybe the rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Lawrence's throw complete to Rager. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
First down, Jaguars.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll fire it deep for Rager. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Finds the open target, Arnold. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Carr now on first down. And that is incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
These 2 teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. On play action, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing now is Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Drake. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now on first down, Drake again. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
14 more yards. Brought down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They go play action with Lawrence. He'll fire it deep for Rager. This is caught inside the 15.
And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory.
It's a big play for the Jaguars.
First down, Jacksonville.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. So 8 yards on the completion there. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Dan Arnold, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Seven's a Mike, Mike 7. He can't hang. He's not gonna get me. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Pick me up. Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
On play action, now Carr.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs
With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Jaguars
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Jaguar first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Arnold. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. On play action, Lawrence.
He finds his man complete. It's Arnold. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold. And out of bounds right around the 20.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That'll be caught. Rager with it.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Down. 60 out wide.
Again, it's Lawrence.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Jaguars have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission.
It's our time. It's our time.
1st and 10. Here's Carr.
That nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the 1st half.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the 1st half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. But that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
From the 41, Lawrence.
That'll be caught. It's Rager.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play there on the catch and run.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Lawrence going to keep it, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Calling no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. Third and goal, Lawrence got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Dan Arnold with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Raiders 21. Josh Lambeau to kick off for.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. Now it's Carr. Rolling to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up third down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Carr going to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Second and 8 coming up. Now Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Jaguars' 15-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. He dumps it off to Drake. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Hey, 734. 185.
Check 50, check 50.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Lawrence to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Arnold. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. We are off to the fourth quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check it back. Play the run. Play the range. Play that down. Put that down. 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I know at times today's NFL sure feels like everything's about the guy throwing the football. But when you got a guy who can run it and move it and gain this type of yardage, you'll take him each and every time.
On play action, it's Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Just like that. Just like that.
Now a play fake. Carr. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's another Raiders first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Come on, let's go. Right there.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Flushed out right. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Carson, only good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 94 yards on the ground for him so far. Josh Jacobs, boy, I tell you, he is a complete package. The power that he has to run through you, and then he's also got the speed to run away from you, as we saw there.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson. Open good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he goes out right around the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Lawrence going to throw again. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't even save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. And Sharp calls it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side.
We got plenty of time.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The Jaguar 1st down.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw is Carr. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Let's go, Big C.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Carr. It's complete to Drake. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds across midfield at the 48.
Carr to throw. And he'll look downfield for Waller. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.